46, you can even fix my car. You're an engineer. Go and learn engineering.
This is the
Alright, so
old rotor,
these are my two
and this is
brakes
the new one.
compared side by side. So starting off, I just did a lot of research on forums and on other channels where they'd tried doing this, and I found out that the CSR brake is too big and the standard M3 is too small, if that makes sense. I'll go into that more detail afterwards. But I did find out that the caliper, sorry, is a direct bolt-on to the back of the brake hub, and these are the left and right brakes here that I found on Autopart, so you can see what they look like. It's a 4-piston Brembo brake, and yeah, it's pretty good from what I got. So the standard brake was 325, which was too small, so you'd have to shim off a bit of the brake pad so you'd have the best contact as shown in the forum photos. So I decided to try the other one option, which I've seen from a YouTube video, which uses the VW transporter disc, which are 340mm, and they're slightly a bit thicker, but they do work much better because they're the right size, as close as the OEM OEM F30
Alright,
pads.
so these are the brakes I got today. This is the old one, and when I pull this out, you'll understand the huge size comparison. Oh damn. Yeah, I'm not driving at the moment, so I just carried it in the bag. But yeah, these are my new rotors. They're 340mm by so and so, and this is the old one. So let me put this on top of it, and you'll see the size difference. So that's just how much bigger it is compared to that. I'll turn this over as well. You can see top hat is slightly smaller as well. I'll put but yeah, so this is the one I'm replacing with this one here. What I need to do is go to the machine shop. They're going to enlarge this center section so it's the same size as this, because I feel like it is smaller. Now to test it before I take it to the machine shop, and I just wanted this old one to put it comparison. So I'm gonna put this, let me take this down and I'll do it side by side. One sec. There we go. So that's the new and that's the old. The new ones are considerably larger, but that's alright because they'll match my new caliper that I'm using from the 435D. So this is it. This is where we're at. And then I've got another one here. Put the other side. And these are drilled and slotted rotors. So they should do pretty well and they're pretty beefy as well. Oh, and the other thing I need to mention, you can't really use the stock brake line because it's a bit shorter than it needs to be. So what you have to do is use the 435 brake lines. So if you do buy them, make sure you try buy it with the brake lines on it, because that way you can have more movement in terms of routing it, and that's to where it should go. So that's it. And put these on, and then we'll get back to it. Alright, so this is the old rotor, and this is the new one. The only difference that I'm gonna have to do is just not get rid of, but I'm not gonna be able to use the mating screw to hold this on. So what I did to put this on, I put 2 lug nuts on to hold this brake pad on, and then put the caliper on it. But when I have the nut conversion, the lug conversion, I won't have to worry about that because it will just stick out, and I'll just be threading the thing on. So I can just put the disc on, leave it as it is with this, and it should spin fine. And then when I put the wheel on properly, you should just press everything back as it should be. But yeah, that's how it's looking right now, and that's the old one there.
So one more thing before I forget, you will need to space out the brake caliper as shown in this video here, where you can see that the screws that came with the calipers do stick out a bit. So when that's properly spaced out, you should have it centered very well. I've put in the description the sizes, and for me it's just that I was going to order them all together with my stud set and getting my disc reboard to 79mm instead of 76. So that's why I haven't got to do it, but I'll be recording a follow-up video on this, on how it fits on the car, how it handles, and if any issues I've come across while trying to fit this. But thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed the video.